All right, here on second attempt of learning a little bit more about Pioneer. For those of you who haven't heard, our local game store is having a big Pioneer tournament on July 2nd. So I've got until then to kind of learn a little bit more about the format, decide on a deck I want to play, blah, blah, blah. So last time we played with some blue-black rogues. Today I decided to go a little more mainstream, play with some cards that I recognize that I think kind of fit my play style reasonably well, and run some red-black midrange. This is RN17's list. They just top 8'd the Pioneer Challenge 2 days ago on Sunday. So I'm going to run it through a Pioneer League, see how it does. Some of the notable inclusions that I've seen that are a little bit different from the standard for red-black midrange is like Hazaret the Fervent in the main deck, a single copy. The Eliminate and the Power Word Kill I haven't seen. On the sideboard, Vampire's Vengeance, 2 damage to all non-vampire creatures. Liliana, Waker of the Dead, great Planeswalker for the control matchups. Get to drop her down, just start ticking up, go crazy. Got like a Doomblade in here for additional removal. 4 copies of Duress. So interesting to see what RN17 was really targeting here. But either way, we're just gonna go ahead and hop into a league and see what happens. I don't know enough about the format yet to really feel like I have a good idea of what choices are for what matchups. Well, wonder where all the modern streamers are. I see Giovanni and saw Mateus on here. Only Lands, Volkswagen, Bolin, Principe. So apparently a lot of historical modern players have been on the Pioneer train, looks like. On the draw, 1 land. I think I gotta ship this. Alright, 2 lands, got my colors. What do I want to ditch? I kind of want to keep the 1-mana interaction with Fatal Push. Might toss the 2nd Harvester. Yeah, let's go with that. So I've got turn 1, Swamp, Fatal Push. Turn 2, flip side of my pathway, Harvester probably. Blue, white. Well, if I knew that was the case, I would have rather kept the 2nd Harvester over the Fatal Push. But at least if this Harvester resolves, our blood token can let us swap this push out, try to find another land. Seer Step. I guess in hindsight, we should have played the Seer Step on turn 1. So if we drew something like Hive of the Eye Tyrant on turn 2, we could play it. Let's just play that tapped, swing in. I'll probably just like stomp with a Bone Crusher into turn. Dogfish, what's up? Definitely the deck I would play if I had time for Pioneer. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it does. Alright. Kraken. Samurai. Well, we can't fatal push a samurai at least. And then we can stomp a wandering emperor. Say go. And I'm probably going to use this blood token to ditch away this fatal push here. I really don't want to go for Hazoret into like all of this open mana. So I think I'm going to go for Bone Crusher. Seen Ginger play it a little bit. Usually don't see him play anything that's not top tier competitive. Makes sense. Like, the deck looks really strong. So, yep. That is why we do not play the Bone Crusher into open mana. Alright, so if we draw like another land next turn, we can play Hazoret and ditch a land for 2 damage. Wandering Emperor. Really need to see like Croxas in this matchup. Fairy, yep. All right. Let's see. Let's start with Hazoret. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and swing like Bone Crusher at Wandering Emperor, Hazoret it to Fairy. So hopefully we make them just like have to choose one Planeswalker to let go. Croxas Father seems a bit harder to turn on in this format, but probably still OP. I mean, it really goes along with like what this deck's trying to do in these matchups, right? Like, see early hand disruption, Croxas, find a couple removal spells or something. He's got a removal spells. Well, this is rough. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and stomp the Wandering Emperor so that he can't Exile Hazaret. I do have this hive. I gotta remember that. Like, Croxo would have been really good if the rest of these cards were on plan. Like, if I was finding hand disruption. Alright, so let's fire up Hive. Yeah, firing up Hive's fine. Swing everything to Fairy. Exile. Don't think it really matters. And do I just want to play out the Harvester? Yeah. Well, play out Harvester or crack Clue. So I don't really want to play out this Harvester into like a Sensor. Main phase, crack the Clue and look for the land. Alright. Oh, yeah. Gotta move that over. That should be better. Cycle farmland. Alright. Castle Ardenvale. That's a decent one. Now how do I make sure Chandra resolves? I think I'm gonna have to like try to get Chandra down next turn. Because unfortunately he's just got this Ardenvale active. I can't really do a whole lot about that. I think I'm just gonna pass here. So if he's got like that 6 mana sweeper, then I can untap and get Chandra down. That was a nerf that needed to happen. It really was. Farmland. Field of Ruin can tag the Hive and shuffle away Hazaret. Interesting. I kind of want to just start with Dreadbore and see if this resolves. Because if this gets through... Dovin's Veto, sure. So now I'll put both Blood Tithes to Fairy, so even if he makes a token, Teferi dies. And now we're just hoping for no counterspell. Already banned a bot today? Yeah, the very first comment was like a, hey, want to buy followers bot? Yeah, absorb. Dang it. Pedro, what's up? Making you want to try out Explorer? Isn't that just like diet diet Pioneer? Alright, gotta haul the Storm Giants now. Cletus. I don't think that's doing it for me. I think I'd rather find... like a piece of hand disruption so that I can know if I can like get out on the board or if I have to sit back, because if they just have a wrath effect, I'm in some trouble. Like, it may end up being that ditching the Cletus was wrong, but... But my thought process there is I think that I'm like losing to a wrath effect more than anything. Or maybe if I found a fatal push, I could swing into the Arden Veil and be able to push the token. That's pretty bad for me. Kroxa would still be amazing. Harvester down. Come on, Kroxa. You were so late. Alright. Can't beat the Teferi now. So, let's go to game 2. We've got Liliana, we've got Go Blanks, we've got a whole mess of Duresses. Don't think anything else is where I want to be. Keeping like a fatal push. Other cards like Hall of the Storm Giants. These don't do a whole lot. Keeping Dreadbore. Gotta make 3 more cuts. Poured out a couple Bone Crushers and a Cletus. Go like that. Just like try to go heavy hand disruption into drop a big 4-drop. If I had the second land, this hand would be perfect. Man, where the land's at? I think this deck's playing 24. But that's... If we mull this, that's 3 mulligans in the first 2 games because of only seeing 1 land. Which I think we have to mulligan this. We got 2 of our like 4/4 drops. Alright, this is better. Put back the Fatal Push and Swamp. Cletus, be still my heart. Yours and mine both. Triple Supreme Verdict. Well, let's take Censors. They can't counter my 3-drop on 3 if I find the land. This is that hand that, like, I wish I just had lands in Kroxa so badly. Nope. Absorb. Land. Oh, man. Where are my Turoks? It's a good question. Where are my Ragavans? Maybe opponent misses their 4th land drop. Never mind. Land. Alright. So let's go Fable here. Find another Censor. Aether Gust, sure. Put it on the bottom. We got another Fable. Alright, so their hand is Verdict, Verdict, Verdict. What's it called? The Wandering Emperor. The old flash in Wandering Emperor in response to your Fable of the Mirror Breaker, eh? Showing an impressive knowledge of the stack. Nope. Alright. Discard up to 2 cards if you do draw that many cards. Cool. Let's discard Dreadbore. Graveyard Trespasser. Go ahead and Dreadbore Wandering Emperor. Alright, so triple Supreme Verdict. Unknown. This is just like turn 3, flip it. Yeah. Not the worst. Supreme Verdict, not the biggest combo with Shark Typhoon. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, I think I absolutely would have made it 2-2 or 4-4 and drew a card as well. Like, if you play Supreme Verdict, you're just wiping away anything you do with Shark Typhoon. Lockthorn comes in tapped. Your last card, a counterspell. Like, my goal for this game is absolutely just like gum up the ground so that Chandra doesn't die to haul and go for the Chandra emblem. Then just try to race the Shark Typhoon. Gonna let me have my Fable. Like, I don't think I'm attacking because I don't want them to have removal spell into untap, swing with, like land, swing with hull. But I guess if they have a removal spell, they can get a shark anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Yep. Yep. How much better of a spot would we have been, or would we have been in if we'd seen those early land drops? Also really good at finding Kalitas. Yeah. Wrap it up here. Fairy plus Shark Typhoon. Yuck. Alright. Let's go to match 2 and find lands. Like, I think both of our 7 and our 5 were, like, reasonable hands if we had... Or 7 especially was, like, reasonable if we had a second land. Might have kept it on the draw, but... on the play, really dicey. Cletus, how's it going? Bad? Alright, I'm out. I mean, I probably shouldn't have kept it in, but... do need threats. But it's like the one threat in the deck that's not a 2-for-1. What is this? Lands. Lands, you say? Alright. Blue, red. Is this going to be like a thing in the ice deck? Nope. Arclight Phoenix. Arclight it is. Alright, do I want to, I guess just Harvester here. The next turn I can Trespasser, exile the Arclight if they don't get it back this turn. Which I feel like getting it back's kind of difficult for them with exactly 3 mana. What deck did I play part 1? Played blue-black rogues. And we found out pretty quickly that, like, if I don't know the format, probably not a great choice. Alright, swing in with Harvester. We'll play... which side of this? I guess Seer Step. Play Graveyard Trespasser. Right. And that was like the part I just wasn't sure about. When did I need to counter something? When did I need to kill something? What did what decks have access to? Let's exile Arclight Phoenix. And say go. Iteration, sure. I can't imagine they have like any sort of wrath effects or anything. So I wonder if I just want to get Kalitas down. Or would it be better to get Chandra and start like working the mana advantage? Also depends like what they have up at that time. Like if they've got red mana, I would rather Treasure Cruise. I guess that means more Treasure Cruises incoming. I kind of want to get this Chandra down, honestly. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just and let's go for the 2 damage. Chandra exiling Chandra. Name a more iconic duo. They play Sweltering Sun sometimes. Guess that makes sense. Oh, is this the take an extra turn spell? You're gonna get 2 free turns? Yeah. So there goes Chandra. Chandra's Cursed Exile Zone makes its mark on another MTGO board. Yeah. I guess I can't even like move it over above chat or something so people can't see it. It's just like there, stuck permanently. Alright. Fatal Push is a good answer for Thing in the Ice. Blue looking a little push this league. Not wrong. I think I just pass here. It's like less blue looking pushed and more delve looking pushed, if you ask me. It's all Treasure Cruise, Temporal Trespass. Alright. I think we'll go ahead and stomp one of these. Opponent's not making a move on them. Alright. Am I going for trying to exile an Arclight, or am I going for Kalitas plus Fatal Push on the Thing? Probably Kalitas plus Push Thing, right? Can't have 4 spells here, so doesn't have spell mastery for Fiery Impulse, so it shouldn't be able to kill. I guess it could have like double impulse kill Kalitas. Blue Delve. I mean, when has a Blue Delve spell ever been broken in Modern? Or any format, sorry. Magic. Dig Through Time, Treasure Cruise, they're all fine. I don't know if that, like, Commander Whale with Delve still sees any play in Legacy, but that card was kind of cool. Do have an answer there. Might be able to chain together 3 spells. That's a rough one. So yeah, they're dead to Harvester plus Hive here. But having to exile multiple Phoenixes to Treasure Cruise. Alright, so we got Go Blank, we got Hearse. I feel like Damping Sphere can't be that bad in this matchup. Honestly, I could see like any of these coming in. Even that to an extent. Let's take a look at what we don't want first. Red Boar is probably like worst removal spell we've got access to. Fables looks a little awkward. Chandra's a little slow. I guess Hazoret they just like can't kill, right? There we go. You're slow. Would I rather have Liliana than Chandra? Probably not. I want to just board out another Fable, or only bring in 3 duress, do something like this. Give it a shot. I'm just glad we won a game. That's higher than I was expecting for Pioneer. Oh, we've got Thoughtseize, we've got Harvester. Yep. Got Fatal Push for a thing in the ice. Trespasser to start tagging Arclights. Do have the thing. Just got here. What did you lose to? Lost to blue-white control round 1. We just mulled both games. Mulled to 5 game 2. Mulled to 6 game 1. Like, do I want to just take an answer to my Harvester? No, this isn't Thomas's deck. This is Arclight. I kind of want to just take Fiery Impulse. So that if he wants to kill my Harvester, he's got to spend Lightning Axe plus a card. But I guess he just doesn't have to kill my harvester. God, this is tough. Like, I don't want to take Thing in the Ice because I just have so many ways to kill it. I guess Lightning Axe is just like the enabler. Yeah, this is Arclight. They got the Galvanic Iteration plus Temporal Trespass game 1, and we still won that one, so they're not flipping this. It's just Harvester. Like, they did all the stuff game 1. They had multiple Phoenixes. I think they saw 3 Phoenixes in all. Galvanic Iteration. So Hall is gone. Spire Bluff is gone. Duress is a decent draw here. So we can go like Duress, see what you got going on. Maybe make you fire off this Fiery Impulse. Yep. We've got a hard cast Arclight Phoenix. So I can pass here. They hard cast a Phoenix. I blood token away the Mountain, Fatal Push the Phoenix, untap Trespasser, exile the Phoenix. Or no, they can't hard cast the Phoenix here because they've got another Spire Bluff Canal. Never mind. So let's just eliminate you. Forgot that was a Spire Bluff Canal. Alright. So, Graveyard Trespasser. I think I'm just not gonna do anything. Not play a land here. That way I have the land for like a free discard next turn with my blood token. If I draw a land, then I'd be ditching a land anyway, so I can just play a land drop, ditch the land, do whatever. Got it. But I can also just Bone Crusher to kill the Arclight, save the Fatal Push for Hall of the Storm Giants. So, stomp you. Exile you. Play out the Mountain, so you go. Worst case scenario, I've got like blood token, ditch Hazoret, have Fatal Push. The course has been charted. Course has been charted once more for a second time. Let's just flip it. Get it out of reach of a fiery impulse. All right. Non-horror. Little bit mean. Alright, so we're just gonna play out Hazaret, or I guess we can just play out Bone Crusher. Let's see, go Yo 3-for-1s, right? Still have to like kill them before they find treasure cruises or anything. I probably should just start like ditching some extra stuff. Try to find more lands. But I kind of like saving the blood token to have Fatal Push up. And if they find a land, they can activate Hall of the Storm Giants. So we need Fatal Push for that. Flashback Treasure Cruise. All right. Yeah, probably should have played out the Crusher. I think I was giving too much respect to Hall of the Storm Giants. It's a decent one. Boom. The ditch. Opt consider. So I know they've got another pieces of the puzzle. Another consider, I think. No, they ditched the piece of the puzzle. Like, he activates Storm Giant and attacks when you have two Crushers out, he's basically dead. Right. No, I agree. I agree. Opting away. Alright, now are you going to take 4? We got a kill spell for this. Lightning Axe, ditch Lightning Axe, right? So I think I'm going to go Hearse. Start knocking out some stuff. Stomp you in the face. Yeah. swing back around the open mana for a turn. What's this? Hullbreaker Horror. Oh no. Oh no. Not Hullbreaker Horror. Say it ain't so. Can't deal with that card, it's too good. Alright. 1-1. How am I liking the deck? I would have liked it a lot more if I hadn't mulled to Oblivion round 1. But other than that, it's pretty solid. Yeah, I guess I'll keep this on the play. And opponent mulligans, so that's really good into our Croxa start. Alright, so Kenzen, Croxa. Ditch Arclight Phoenix. Alright, so this is actually like blue-red control, right? So I just want to play Fable here. Yeah. That was a quick resolve. Little Fable v Fable action. Alright. So let's ditch. Do I want to ditch anything? I kind of want to just go like push this, play Trespasser, exile something, attack for 2. Maybe I could ditch the Bone Crusher, but I'd rather just like have the Bone Crusher for the flip side of this. So I'm just gonna say no. So here, push the tokens, swing in. You, exile you, say go. Creative Outburst. So this is actually an Opus deck, isn't it? I didn't think that was really a thing in this format. Lazatep Plating. My man. Alright. How dead am I to a Lazatep Plating? Get rid of treasure. I kind of want to just flip this graveyard trespasser. I think I'm going to do that. Flame Blessed Bolt. Oh, Kiki Jiki. Little rude. So let's stomp your Kiki Jiki. Fire up Den of the Bugbear. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, I couldn't have presented lethal by like exiling my own Kroxa or anything. So what's the play? Am I just playing? I guess I'll just play Bone Crusher. Alright, am I dead? Yep. Alright, so make sure I've got... Alright, that does it then. I can just play this, swing... Yeah. Alright. If I didn't draw the Dreadbore, I would have 4 to fire up Den of the Bugbear, swing with everything. They block Den, Bone Crusher, still have 3 getting through with the token and the 1/1 off the Den. So would have gotten there. Hearses look good. Duresses look good. Go blank. What do I not want? Pushes. Red bore. Keeping like power word kill, I guess. Maybe like kill and Doomblade. So I've got answers to tokens that also answer Gear Hulk. This is pretty meh. Let's go like this. See what happens. This hand's pretty bad. This is better. I need a red source. Almost a red source. Oh. Red source. Red source. There. We just going on a depletion plan here. Boom. Get out of here. Get rid of an expressive iteration, a Gear Hulk. So now I get to just do it all. Croxa first. Rid of that last card. So you're trying a 5-color Kami War deck this weekend? This week, is that the one that like you get back a, what's it called, shrine every turn or something like that? Off for the trade up here. Oh no, oh. Crap. Meant to discard that. Oh well. Oh well. Ways to freely get cards in my yard? Deal. Alright, so can ditch this. Be able to escape Croxa this turn. 5. Old no blocks. No, this one will actually be good. Getting back some Eldrazi. I mean, it sounds like a Niv to Light deck that I guess wouldn't really benefit from playing Eldrazi, but like 5-color, getting some decent stuff, but is the payoff worth it? Doomblade. So what we can do here is attack with both. They discard the Kroxa. Then if they go to like make a copy of the Shaman, then we get to just like kill the Shaman and kill them. Go to war on my Kroxa. Okay. Think I'd want to Doomblade this token. Or do I want to just like let them block and Doomblade the Fable? No, let's Doomblade the token. So I'm just dealing 3 here, and then I've got a Kroxa trigger. And we've got Hive and Den of the Bugbear on board. So like they've got one draw step to find something pretty relevant. Gearhulk's dead. Yeah. Dealing 3 is better since you have manlands right. Let's get the damage in, force them into 1 draw step with their really low creature count deck. All right, 2 and 1. That's not bad. Man, that control matchup still got me like, ugh. I love this hand a lot more on the play. I could have like Bone Crusher Giant on turn 2 for a 1-drop. I'll wait till you win this one to queue up for the last game in my league to give you a rematch versus Blue-White. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a rematch versus Blue-White. Like, I don't think that first match was, like, indicative. We mulled and we were still pretty in there game 1. Big guy scared of that red-black mid-range smoke. Alright. Yep. So we gotta play Haunted Ridge first. Kind of one of those moments where I'm like, I really wish that this had been the other way around so that I could have the removal up on turn 2 for 1-drop. I guess if they're going to give me a kill spell here, What do I care about more? Probably care about the Shackle guys more right now, because if they spend mana into the Ascendant Spirit, I'm pretty happy with that. Alright. Opponent is down to 3 cards in hand. Mismatching snow-covered islands. That's cringe. Alright, being able to double spell here is really nice. So let's go Power Word Kill at the Supreme Phantom. Rattle Chains, so we'll stomp here. And I will offer up the trade with the Rattle Chains. This is 3 mana to make it a 4/4. MTGO rando over the Apex rando. Truth. Very true. What you got, OP? Alright. Your last card is a protection spell of some sort. I'm in pretty deep trouble. Not that I'm in a great spot anyway, but yep. Alright. Give what? -4, -1. It's not horrible. That is a kill spell. Get Hazaret out. Get some Fables out. Croaks out. Thoughtseize out. Go like that. Keeping things that kill, things that gain life. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the board like I would rather have over Chandra. So that's kind of my argument there. Like, I'm kind of hoping the first 3 cards I play in the game kind of help weed out a little bit of the hand, and then Chandra can come down as like a 4-mana kill spell that can uptick for some value afterwards. So I think I just want to take Rattle Chains. Like, Curious Obsession's like best card in the hand, but I guess if I have to kill a 1-drop, no, we're just taking Rattle Chains. Stop thinking so much. Plays 1 sweeper, the Vampire Vengeance card or whatever. 2 damage to all non-vampires. But this is just like 100% copy and pasted a list that I found. So let's just go ahead and stomp you. That's fine. Does not kill Supreme Phantom. Another Mausoleum Wanderer. Alright, so let's get a Harvester down. So again, Curious Obsession, the Spectral Sailor. At least make them lose the Mausoleum Wanderer for it. Can I find an answer for that? I can. Get rid of you. Swing in. Play another Harvester. There we go. Now we need a little top deck magic. All right. We've got 3 more Fatal Pushes, 2 more Dread Bores, Power Word Kill, Eliminate. Let him fire up Faceless Haven. How do you like red black? Well, this is the first league I've played with it, so don't have too much of an answer just yet. Currently 2-1, so I guess that's a plus. Yeah, Harvester has the ability to sack and give something -X, -X, where X is the number of blood tokens that I have. Which is probably what I'm looking at doing here. But is that what I want? It's like I really don't want to be in a situation where I go for a Harvester and they've got like their last card is Rattle Chains. Our struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd. Let's play Fable. No. That wave isn't necessarily a thing you achieve. Rather, now we've got a free kill. Which you constantly strive toward. This all comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static. Yeah, I think we'll just pass here. Watching some of the GP Will has on, you'd be proud of Matthias's signed Shadow deck. I mean, I'm usually proud of some signed Shadow cards. It's definitely an easy way to get on my good side. Alright, what you got? No attack. What does no attack say? Does that say you drew the Rattle Chains? Don't believe you. Alright, so now if they want to get in some damage, they've got to fire up Faceless Haven. Spend their entire turn doing that. If you didn't have a removal spell last turn, I don't believe you got one this turn. A protection spell. There. Alright. Really want to just attack in. Yeah. Because if they swing back, like fire up Faceless Haven, swing back, I give myself the chance of just top decking like Stomp to kill them. And if they draw anything they want to play, then they can't activate Faceless Haven. And if they just attack for 1 to like hold up something and I get to blood tithe again or make the decision again, then I feel like that's a win. Yeah, Blood Tithe Harvester is pretty sweet. I feel like I use the blood tokens too aggressively, but Faceless Haven, sure. I didn't even realize this was a spirit. Huh. That's pretty sweet. So I'm doing what? Attacking in with Harvester. Yeah. Definitely attacking in with Harvester. Because I want to get this block. Then I can play the Trespasser. This will exile a dude, get the life back, so now I'm not dead to removal spell plus Faceless Haven. Let's get rid of you. Ascendant Spirit is fine. So they're currently dead on board. Trespasser trigger plus 1 of my 3 power dudes getting through. Petty Theft, okay. They do still have to block my Trespasser here. Let's swing in with you. Exile some dude. Now we'll discard. I don't think I want to sack my other blood token right now. Yeah, probably should have sacked the blood token first. You're right. That would have just been lethal. I wasn't really thinking about the losing a life off the Trespasser until I got into combat. Alright, so on the draw, Chandra's worse, Thoughtseize is a little better. Yeah. We've got lands, we've got removal. Just go ahead and main phase, kill this. The old Supreme Phantom. There, kill you. got no play on their turn. What would you have that would cause you to have no play there? So I think I'm going to go with Fable here. And if their plan is like end of turn rattle chains, yeah, I figured it was probably a Gaslight Snare. But if their plan was like end of turn rattle chains instead, I could Ray to kill it. So obviously the shocking end kind of gives away that I've got something. I guess I could just hold up that. So like a big benefit to playing something out here. No. Also Kinzen for some dudes. It's a clock. Not a great clock, but it's a clock. Want to buff the spirit? Draw. So if he doesn't want to buff the Ascendant Spirit, I'll just play Draw Go. Alright. What do I want to do here? I want to make him use mana on his turn. So let's go. Well, I guess he can just do it again in response. But am I fine with that? Yeah. Make him do it again in response if he wants to save it. Yep. And now, are we playing Chandra? Either Chandra or, I guess Thoughtseize Bone Crusher is probably like a little bit better. Take a counter spell. Yeah, that was definitely a better play. Alright, so they've got double Curious Obsession, Lofty Denial. I've got a Doomblade. So am I just Doomblading right now? It's counter unless I pay 1. Otherwise, it's counter unless I pay 4. Ugh. So you can just Lofty Denial my Doomblade. That doesn't feel too good. So I guess we Lofty Denial on his turn. or make him left denial on his turn. JP, what's up? Thank you for the 9-month resub. Always glad to see you around. Welcome back to the subscribers. Enjoy continued access to all of our sweet custom Death Shadow emotes. Yeah, we'll pass and plan on Doom Blading on their turn. I'll just do it. Upkeep. Yep. How am I enjoying the format? It's not bad so far. Alright. So the hope here is that they don't find a counter spell, so we can just like play Chandra, kill the Mausoleum Wanderer. And even though they get a couple cards off of it, we'll have like attack for 6, put them to 4, have Chandra. Be taking up Chandra next turn. So we know we can't block. Black, red. Kill you. Set it go. Now we've got our attackers on board, plus a Hive, a Chandra tick up. So yeah, they'd have to... They can't target the Bone Crusher because they'd be dead to the Chandra. They have to put out at least 3 blockers. And that's just to survive. Not even to win. I've been working on a mid-range list myself. Nice. You got a list in mind? So I'm really wanting to play like... I guess like Jund mid-range would be the closest thing to what I'm really feeling. I want to play like Tireless Trackers and stuff. That's the Flex Chandra. My friend has 2 in paper. Oh, the cool art one. Alright, let's see what JP's mid-range deck looks like. Charming Prince, Graveyard Trespassers. Skyclave, Wasteland Strangler, Kalidas, Sorin, Loth, Spider Queen. Push, Thoughtseize, Vanishing Verse, Portable Hole, and Licensors. Touch the Spirit Realm. I mean, it looks pretty mid-rangey to me. I love Tracker and Grimflayer as much as the next guy, but Mike, I'm telling you now, I'm Pioneer at the trap. I didn't go as far as say Grimflayer. Like, I love Grimflayer, but I recognize that that card is not as good as it could be. Especially with like Fiery Impulse being one of the premier removal spells. OP possibly on Greasefang. Are we going off that based off the H-Fang name? Is that our takeaway? Really don't want to be 3-color and Pioneer. That mana is very good. I learned that when I was trying to like brew up this with a light blue splash for some counter spells. It was pretty rough. But this is looking a little more like Winota to me. What do we we got? This is a Voice of Resurgence. Innkeeper, sure. Alright. I think I'm just supposed to Fable here. Like, I'm assuming they're gonna have the Winota here. It's like when not a Winota. Okay. What am I ditching? Do I want to just ditch like Trespasser, second Fable? Or let's think. I'm going to be attacking with the Shaman and make a treasure token. So go up to 5. So I could go like Castle, Chandra, other Fable, or I could go Castle, Chandra, Trespasser. So I think I do want to ditch the other Fable. Am I ditching the Trespasser? Maybe I'm just ditching the Fable. It's like Harvester with Kiki flipped is going to be phenomenal. Blood Tithe and you can't ditch Blood Tithe against the creature combo deck, right? With a Kiki flip, just like making copies and killing stuff. Like, I think it's Fable and Trespasser. Thoughtseize is a pretty good tick up. So now we can do everything. I can attack, make a treasure, play a land, Chandra, tick up. Or no, I don't have double. I would need double, crap. Double black. Alright, let's attack, and if they block, I'm just going to play land, Chandra, down tick on the Prospector. No block. I'm just going to play the Harvester here. Kiki copy is 2 turns away and seems too slow. I mean, it just depends on if they find a Winota, right? Like, if they don't have Winota, this is fantastic. If they do have Winota, then it might be too slow. And if they're going to combat, that leads me to believe they've not found a Winota. Yep. Chariot's pretty annoying. Alright, so let's start with Faltsies. So we do just have Hunt Master. Let's take that. We'll exile the top card, I think. Dreadbore. This is 4 to crew. Tax credit tokens, a copy of target token you control. I think I'm going to take out the Shaman token. Then we'll play Trespasser. Alright, I can't believe that's a blood token, not a I was thinking that was a what's it called? Treasure. So I have to attack with my Shaman. Right there is fine. So now I can play you. Exile you. Go. And if they put anything on the stack, I can decide if I want a Blood Tithe Harvester. Or I guess they just get that. That's fair. So then crew the Chariot. Voice is fine. Are you going to crew up the Chariot? Blood Tithe, the sorcery speed. Ah, that's so stupid. Get out of here. Whose idea was that? All right. I guess I just have to let Chandra go. Is that my best plan? Gotta be right. Yeah. Sorry, Chandra. Top deck Kalitas right here. So close. Double block Chariot. Can't let them keep getting free tokens. Well, hopefully if we kill the cat, they're not going to have any more tokens to get. But that does mean I have to spend this turn killing the cat. And, like, if I double block the chariot, I'm giving up everything to deal with that, right? So there's, like, no way I'm coming back from giving up everything. My lock thwaning here. I think I'm sacking a blood token. Like, trying to find an answer so I don't have to sack my harvester to kill this. Got Lock Thwain here, so I can at least draw a card. What you got? Another Fable. Okay. Now they can chariot up with the token. What do we got off the top? Push is good. So I can copy the glutton, attack for 8. Fire up Hive and attack for more. I can sack my Blood Crypt to the Blood token. I kind of like that. So that is a pretty big chunk of damage. Assuming I exile some creature for each of these. Okay. All right. Now the hope here is that we just put them on enough of a defensive. I think they found a Winota. Yep. I'm gonna get 4 dudes off of it. 5 dudes off of it. Oh boy. Yep, we did. Ugh. Had to find a Winota there at the end. Raise, Doomblade. Winota's a bit of a snoozer. Yeah. Agreed. Would have to keep in Thoughtseize. See, it's crazy how their mediocre draw was keeping up with our good draw, and then they drew one card and the game ended on the spot. Exceptional gameplay. This hand's pretty good, right? Push for the 1-drop. Harvester on 2. Our Wombo combo. I like the bands that Spike posted on. I think that would make Pioneer into the format that Modern used to be. What bands did he post on? I haven't seen that. Winota must be another one of those designed for Commander cards that nobody play tested. I mean, possibly. Land would be pretty sweet here. Advocated for Winota, Lotus Field, Dig Through Time, and Treasure Cruise. I can see those. Oh, land. I need land. Gonna put a Winota on the battlefield. Keeper, sure. So let's kill you. Dreadbore your front half. Oh. I think I'm just gonna have to like sack the Harvester and kill this now. Just need that third land so bad. Like if he plays Flips Kiki Jiki, land 6-drop, dude. We can Dreadbore the 6-drop. But I would love to be able to Vampire's Vengeance to kind of wipe up the board. But I probably should have been more aggressive with the Blood Token. That's what I'm talking about. Like, normally I would ditch something for that Blood Token right away. Like, ditch Fable or something. Try to find the 3rd land. But I'm just sitting here with the Blood Token like, oh, I've got Harvester out. I got to keep the Blood Token. Now I'm just like in a position where I'm playing one spell a turn against a deck that's putting out multiple creatures every turn. Like, if they have the Winota, I'm just dead. But if they have the Winota, they could have Kiki'd like their Goblin Shaman token. And none of it seems like a winning line. Yep. Okay, so if I pass to their turn, they flip this Kiki. I can Vampire's Vengeance, wipe the Shamans, wipe the Kiki, Voice makes a token. The token dies to state-based actions after everything else is dead. Voice dies. So I think we're doing that. So discard 2 lands. Pretty good. Make Kiki. They enter combat. I Vampire's Vengeance. They make a token. Vampire's Vengeance hits everything, wipes the token. They get their new voice token. So now we got to pass with a removal spell for the Chariot. If they have Winota, then like I have to kill Winota. Doomblade, Chariot. Take a pop in the face. Alright. Believe we are dead here. 15 cards, 3 lands. We still went 3-2, which wasn't bad. I definitely think the sideboard needs another sweeper if Winota's going to be that popular. The Vampire's Vengeance wasn't bad. Is Pyroclasm legal in this format? I get like the Vengeance comboing with like Blood Tithe Harvester, so you can remove Winota from this list and just deny a mid-range would be a powerful deck. Yeah, but it wouldn't have the broken element to it. And like you need the broken element to win tournaments. Like that game, was it game 1? We were in a decent spot, and then our opponent just like drew Winota and played it, and we went from winning to losing that game overwhelmingly because they had the broken element. J&J, how's it going? Going so far, or so far so good over here. We just went 3-2 in a Pioneer League with Rakdos. I'm trying to like learn a little bit about Pioneer and see what kind of changes I want to make. Alright, so what changes do I want to make? Let's check out some of these Rakdos lists. This is Splashing Blue for Nicol Bolas. Probably not that bad. But I don't think Nicol Bolas is a good enough card to like splash a third color for. K-Command, we weren't running K-Command. What is Sky Sovereign for? Flame Blessed Bolt. 2 damage target creature, Planeswalker. If that creature or Planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Get to exile Arclight Phoenixes. That looks pretty nice. Blood Chief's Thirst. I don't mind Blood Chief's Thirst. Like, it did feel like this list was really geared for the control matchups with like 4 duress in the board, but we just didn't see it, or we saw a control matchup. Wasn't great. I like Rending Volley a lot. This. In this battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a green or white card, creature card from it, and exile that card. Lightbane Zombie. I don't know. Some of these lists look interesting, like the minor little changes here and there. I like Engrath. I like Noxious Grasp. Alright, what kind of changes are we making for the next league? I don't think Liliana is worth it. Extra duresses, probably not worth it. I don't hate the idea of another Vampire's Vengeance. Hazoret was pretty decent. Bone Crusher, like, I don't think the body was relevant. It was just better as like a 3 mana or 2 mana removal spell. So I wonder if something would have been better in that spot. And Eliminate, I didn't like. Doesn't kill Winota, doesn't kill Arclight Phoenix. We saw like Torrential Gear Hulk, doesn't kill that. Or what was that red exile one? 1 mana, 2 damage, exile if it dies this turn. Flame Blessed Bolt. Yeah, that one. I want to try out that one. Stealing all my stuff. I can't have my stuff. I just want a Flame Blessed Bolt. What was the other thing? They got a fancy one. 0.09 ticks. Heck yeah. See Strangle in a few of these lists. Noxious Grasp. That was another one that was I got a bunch of those. Chandra's Defeat. I can tell you for sure that I'm not a fan of all these Dreadbores in the main. There's a list with Tenacious Underdog. Fry. Collapse Winota, Exiling Voice. You mean Flame Blessed Bolt? Yeah, it looks really good. Like, we saw Arclight that league. We saw Winota, where that would have been a very, very relevant card to have. Anything else? I do want to try K Command. So let's get some of this stuff. So Flame, Type, Flame Blessed Bolt. Typed a message that didn't show up. Crush the week. I mean, I hope it wasn't against Twitch, TOS. Can't imagine why that would be, but pretty iffy on this Hazoret. Grass. Like, I'm iffy on Hazoret. I wouldn't mind finding room for that Angrath in the sideboard. Curse of the Weak deals 2 damage to each creature. If a creature with dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. So kind of like Flaying Tendrils. Yeah, Flaying Tendrils, exiles, Drown in Sorrow, I think, like, you scry or something. Still got a couple sideboard slots. Do I want another Vampire's Vengeance?